So you've just installed Marathon. Whether you are an ARC raider who is deciding to clean a new slate, or you're a Destiny 2 player who's just heard that there's going to be a 4-month delay for the next DLC. Nevertheless, all players are welcome to this guide, which is going to be a guide that showcases every different little piece of Marathon, from the basics to the more advanced stuff. It's going to cover things like the backpack, the different weapons that are available, the different shells you can use, the different pieces of the map, the AI you can face, and so forth. For the people who have a shorter attention span, I've left chapters down below in case you want to skim through and look at different pieces that you might want to check out. Maybe you've already covered some aspects of the game and you already know them quite in depth and you need to skim through to see the other stuff. Completely fine with that. I have left chapters below for those kinds of people. Otherwise, please be sure to stick around for the full length of the video, as it really helps me out. And while you're here, why not drop a like and sub, as it really helps me and the channel, and hopefully boosting me in the algorithm. So why not begin with the guide. The game starts with a bit of lore about Marathon, how we're a colony that's gone into space and we've lost contact with Earth and Mars. And now the world is in a crisis, trying to figure out what's gone wrong. The colony has decided to move forward with something called shells and abandoning flesh. If you want to look into more of that, pay attention to the lore that plays in the beginning of the story. But aside from that, you're then launched into a mini tutorial. This tutorial will show you the different directions that you can go to, following markers, picking up certain weapons, dealing with AI, and also the main part of the game, which is scavenging for loot and picking up different items that you can find in certain boxes, desks, chairs, and so forth. The game also introduces you to abilities and how every shell has a unique ability. You play as Destroyer, where you have a shield as your left ability, and your middle ultimate ability is a Missile of Destruction. You were then also taught the basics of healing, how you can recharge your shield, and finally, how you can extract. And the tutorial pretty much teaches you everything you need to know about how to really play the game. But the more confusing part comes when you finish the tutorial. It introduces you to things like the Armory, the backpack, how you're going to be moving gear around, and that can be kind of overwhelming for some people. It was for me, and I've never played an extraction shooter before. So I will try my best to simplify this with the next section coming up. We will start the section off with the vault, which is going to be the main where you're going to be transferring gear over into your backpack and belongings. This section is split up into 3. The first section being your weaponry, equipment, cores, shield, and implants. The next section including your backpack items, and the final section including your vault. The difference between the backpack and the vault is that if you die with your backpack items, you will lose them forever, and including any weapons, equipment, cores, and implants you have equipped on your character. If you die, you lose everything on you. However, if you die and there's items in your vault, you don't lose your vault items. What stays in your vault will stay in your vault. So be sure to keep items that are not necessary to go into your vault, and try to use items also sparingly into your backpack. You might find you don't actually need as much ammo for some weapons compared to others, so you might save up on a little bit of backpack space. My advice also is to limit the amount of items that go into your backpack, as if the backpack is full before you enter the game, firstly that's very risky, as if you die you're going to lose all of it, but second, it's going to make it harder to scavenge and find loot that's on the floor. As your backpack already has limited space, you won't actually be able to extract with too much loot. So be sure to keep your backpack size relatively small to allow you to find more items off the floor. The next section is talking about the Armory, which is a way that you can get different upgrades that can help speed up certain parts of the game for you, such as scavenging for loot or increasing your backpack size, just to name a few. For you to be able to purchase certain upgrades, you need to increase the rank with a certain rep. As of right now, a quick way to do this is by just playing the game, but also completing contracts to help you gain a little bit more XP. This will help speed up your rank with these different reps and allow you to be able to get more different upgrades. To be able to purchase these upgrades though, you will need credits from the game. Whether you salvage loot or if you find loot off the floor, either way, you will need credits to buy these upgrades. And when you reach certain ranks like rank 5, where you can get a bigger backpack, which is going to be a real game changer because that will allow you to scavenge more loot off the floor and allow you to escape with potentially more credits and so forth. Having certain ranks with these reps improves the game experience for you, and is highly recommended that you buy these upgrades as they do make your life easier in this game. The Armory also allows you to trade in certain items and credits for potential weapons, ammo, consumables, backpacks, and even sponsors. Sponsors are basically fixed loadouts that you can't really change from. Once you get a sponsor into your loadout, you can't change anything in it. So you can't give yourself more heals, you can't change a weapon up, you have to stick with that sponsor, or you have to replace everything completely, so choose those wisely. This next section is going to include healing items. That includes shields, health, and other items. Now the game has over 9 different healing items, which includes the different patch kits, shield charges, and also different environmental effects that you can have. The most common type of healing item you will use is most likely the patch kit and the shield charge, which will be the left and right items. The other items that you see around that are on the top left, top middle, top right, bottom left, and the bottom right are mainly for status effects. If you find that you are in areas with high toxin or gas or something like that, you can use the relevant healing item to help you against that certain status effect. If you want more details on the different status effects that are available, you can look at the different healing items that are available right now and read into that a bit more in depth. As far as how you heal, it's very similar to Apex. A lot of these controls are pretty easy to know if you've played games like Apex before. For this, mainly I'm going to be talking about PS5 controls. If you have PC controls or Xbox, refer to your own personal controls. But for me, I would hold the down arrow on console, and then depending on if I need a little bit more health or a little bit more shield, I would select which item I need, and then I would have to press the down arrow once, and then I would start healing. Currently, the game allows you to play with 6 different shells, which includes Destroyer, Vandal, Recon, Assassin, Triage, Thief, and Rook, each with their own unique abilities and playstyles. Destroyer is more of a tank who supports his teammates with his shield, but can also dish out damage with his ultimate. Vandal is the quick, nimble speedster, where her kit allows her to double jump but also move at really high speeds, enabling her to slide really far and move into different locations very quickly. Recon is equivalent to Bloodhound in Apex, where he can scan nearby with his ultimate, ensuring different AI bots or potential shells and enemies who are nearby, and he has his left ability, which is a little drone that can explode and kill a lot of enemies very quickly. You have Assassin, who is there. I think Assassin is mainly for that solo play, where he can go invisible with his left ability, and his middle ability allows him to throw a smoke bomb in the area, which can help disorientate targets such as AI bots, allowing you to kill them a little bit quicker, or it might give you an escape opportunity if you're going against a team and you need to run. You have a Triage, who is a great healing support, where he can throw down drones that offer shields and health, and is overall a great support. Thief is an excellent scavenger. Her kit allows you to find loot very easily, with her ultimate allowing her to scan for nearby rooms and objects where you can find potentially valuable loot. She also has a grapple to allow her for better movement to get to potentially higher locations or to travel further away. And finally, you have Rook. Rook's kit is more of a safe sort of playstyle. If you don't want to lose any items that may be in your backpack, you play as Rook, which will give you a free kit to use and run around, and you basically just scavenge dead bodies. If you like that playstyle, go for it. if you managed to stay through to the very end of the video, I want to thank you for sticking through to the very end. A like and a sub would very much be appreciated for the amount of time and effort that goes into making these long tutorials and guides. These videos take a lot of effort, so it would be very much appreciated if you could offer a like and a sub. It takes a few seconds of your time and would be very much appreciated once again. I hope this guide has been helpful for those people who are trying out Marathon. I know Bungie has been sort of a few situations in the past, and I'm coming off of Destiny 2 because, I mean, I'm not going to be doing anything on Destiny for 4 months, so I need to try something different. And I mean, I hope Marathon is a good start for people. I know people have already sort of made an opinion and they've got like less than an hour of gameplay on Marathon, which is kind of crazy. I think in my next video I'll probably do a review of the game, talk about the good and the bad, because I feel like some of the bad that the people are talking about are not really valid, but I'll get onto that later at another time. Thank you once again for sticking through to the very end, and of course, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.